I've never done a live video before, so I hope that I pressed the right button and that you are here live with me. Happy Friday and happy Juneteenth. My name is Cate Vogl. I am the Child, Teen, and Family Coordinator over at Cancer Support Community Los Angeles. Thank you so much to Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation for inviting me here today to do a fun little mindfulness craft with you guys. I'm looking forward to it. So I know that you guys got a little information to prepare and that your goal was to go out on a hike or a walk, just get outside and find some rocks that you can use to paint to make your very own affirmation rocks. So I'm hoping you just enjoyed even getting outside and going out for a walk with your families, and any size rock that you found, any shape rock, as you can see, these are a little different. Whatever you've got is gonna work just great. So what we'll do is we'll talk about it a little bit, we'll paint rocks together, and then we'll do a little guided meditation, and I'll give you an idea of how you can use these rocks in your everyday life to bring a little bit of peace and mindfulness into your home. So starting with materials, very simple. All you're gonna need is a blank rock and either some permanent markers, let's drop that, or some paints. I'm gonna go ahead and use both like I did down here. And if you have time, more time than I'll probably use today, you can see you can start with a layer of paint and then right on top of that, really whatever works for you. So go ahead and grab your supplies and we'll go ahead and get started. So before I get to actually painting, I might also talk a little bit about the purpose of these rocks or how to choose your word. The idea is these are not only really pretty to look at, but they're also mindfulness tools that you can take with you, right? They're portable. So if you have a big rock, you might choose to leave this at home, but a small rock like this one, you could bring around with you and use for a little mindfulness break anytime that you need it. So when you're choosing your word to go on your rock, I want you to really think about something that you want to channel that energy. And again, you don't have to pick just one word. You can make an entire garden full of rocks, and you can choose the word that fits what you're feeling best that day. You'll notice I have two very mellow rocks here, breathe and calm. I guess I was in a mellow mood. But your rock can say any positive affirmation, any positive word that you think you want to remind yourself of, or that you think that you might want to channel. So for example, your rock could say joy, create, compassion, kindness. It's completely up to you. All right, so again, picking something that you think you're going to want to channel, you're going to want to remember from time to time, because that's what this rock will really be for, will be to remind yourself of something positive, especially when you might be feeling negative or having a tough day. So let's go ahead and get started with my rock right here. I'm gonna try and paint it and show it to you at the same time, so bear with me. For sake of time today, so you don't literally have to watch paint dry, because that would be very boring, I'm going to use my permanent marker instead of paint to get the word on here. And given my mellow rocks, I think I'm gonna break from that a little, do something a little more fun. I think today's word for me is going to be kindness. And again, going back to what I said about choosing your word, something you wanna remind yourself of, something you wanna harness. So for me, I'm gonna pick kindness because I think things have been a little stressful recently. And sometimes when things are stressful, we're not very nice to ourselves, might even snap at someone else in our family, right? So just reminding ourselves to be kind to others and kind to ourselves. And what I'm gonna do, you can see I'm literally just starting to write this on the rock here in nice big letters. I don't think I did a very good job spacing it. The last S is gonna be a little off, but it's a great opportunity to practice the kindness that I'm working on, right? And turn that kindness inward toward myself. So I've got my word on my rock. And when you pick the colors that you might want to use, I just picked white here so that it's really easy to see and easy to read. But choosing the colors, you might want to think about what colors go with the energy of the word that you're choosing, right? So for me, kindness, I've got some paints here. And I think I'm gonna give it some primary colors, like a little blue and yellow maybe. And again, you can decorate in any way you want. I'm not gonna spend too long on this because I don't want this to run on and on, but you can do polka dots, you can do waves, flowers. This one was kind of flower inspired. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little basic pattern of some sort on here. I'm gonna take my blue. I'm just gonna like underline my word a little. Whoops. There we go. And there's really no right or wrong when you are painting your rock. You can do whatever floats your boat, whatever looks pretty to you. I'm gonna also grab some yellow, add a little brightness to it. Let's see. Might just do something like this. I don't know. I wish I could see what you guys are doing at home. I bet it's far more interesting than this. Let's see. Get some kind of rays of sunshine. I think that's what that's reminding me of. And as you're painting your rock again, really just thinking about the word that you chose and why you chose it. If there are colors that you think are gonna go best with that vibe, with that energy that you're looking for, and just having fun with it. Also, maybe if there's a little dirt on your rock, right? Embrace the imperfections. That might be your favorite part of your rock, is actually where your white turned into brown because you had a little dirt left over. So just a good reminder that your rock is from nature. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more. Again, I don't really know how Facebook Live works, but if you can post a photo of your rock under this, I would love to see it. Okay. I think that looks good for now. And remember, you can always come back and add to it. It's a lot easier once that first layer of paint has dried. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this layer dry before I do anything else, and we can move on to figuring out how to use our rock. So, using these rocks, there are many ways, and there is nothing that is right or wrong about how you choose to use your rock. So I'm gonna just talk about a couple things that come to mind for me personally. One thing you can do is keep your rock somewhere really visible for you, so that again, it serves as that reminder of that word, to embody it, to harness it. So for example, a big rock like this, I probably wouldn't take around with me. It's a little bit heavy, but I could keep it on my bedside table or on the breakfast table in the kitchen, so that every morning when I start my day, I'm reminded of this word calm, and I can really breathe it in and think about it again. So those are two ways that you can use it. You can bring it with you if you have a smaller rock like this one that says breathe. You can stick it in your pocket and bring it with you on a tough day or on any day, so that you can feel it and you can remind yourself of that word and of that energy you're trying to channel for yourself. One thing that I love to do with these rocks is to really use them to take a mindfulness break from your day. So that's what I figured we would do here together today. And if you enjoy it, you can incorporate it into your own life at home with your rocks. All right, so to get us into a nice relaxed mode, I would love for us to start by just taking a couple deep breaths. All right, so the goal is going to be to breathe in for 4 seconds, to hold it at the top just for 3, and then to let it go. And when you let it go, I really want to hear that, really like let it all go, shake it out, okay? So let's try. We're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1. And just let it go, let it out. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Let's try and do that again. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it for a moment. 2, 3. And letting it go. 2, 3, 1. Perfect. This last one I'm going to let you just take on your own, but let's just get one more good deep breath in there. Inhaling. Holding it up at the top. And letting it go, shaking it out. All right, I think our breathing is ready. Let's relax those hands now that we've done a little painting over there while we let our rock dry. I want you to go ahead and take your right hand, put it into a fist, Make it as tight as you possibly can until you see that white knuckling, until you feel it all the way down your arm, and just hold it, hold it. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Shake it out. Just notice what that feels like, that tingly, relaxed feeling you get when your hand's really relaxed. We're gonna do it with our other hand too. Go ahead and take your left hand, squeeze it into that fist. Squeeze it really tight till you can feel it coming down your forearm. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it go. Shake it out. Give it a good shake, both hands. And just noticing again what that feels like to really relax our hands. We also might have hunched over a little while we were working, right? So we can get our shoulders in there. So we're gonna do the same. Just go ahead. Bad posture. Bring the shoulders all the way up till you don't even have a neck anymore. And I want you to just kind of hold it there if you can. Hold it, hold it. Give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it go. Shake it out. Awesome. Okay. I don't know about you, I'm feeling nice and relaxed. I feel ready to soak up the energy of my rock now. So now that we're ready, go ahead and pick up that rock. And if your rock is still wet, which I know mine is, I don't want to mess up that little blue wave, maybe just hold it from the bottom. All right, and I want you to go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable. And again, let's just take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and out. With your eyes still closed, I'd love for you to just notice what that rock feels like in your hand, right? Do you have a big rock, like so big you can barely fit your hand around it? Or do you have a small rock? So small maybe it even fits on a couple fingers or in the palm of your hand. Neither is better. You're just taking a moment to notice without looking what kind of rock you're holding on to. Once you've done that, I want you to go ahead and think about the weight of that rock. Is this rock so heavy that you're not sure you're gonna make it to the end of this exercise without having to put it down? I know this one's a little heavy. Or is it really light, like so light that you can barely feel it in your hand? Again, just noticing that. What does that feel like? Continuing to breathe. One last thing, as you're holding your rock, you can shift it into your other hand, or you can just kind of stroke the bottom. Just noticing what that rock feels like. Do you have a smooth pebble? Do you have kind of like a rough, gritty rock? Does your rock still have some dirt on the bottom maybe, like we were saying earlier? And again, none is better than the other. There's no judgment. We're just noticing. Just noticing what we can feel, that sensation without looking. Wonderful. All right, now, without looking again, if you can keep your eyes closed, I'd love for you to really put some focus, some energy into the word that's on your rock. I know for me, my word was kindness. So as I'm breathing in, I really want to make the effort to breathe kindness in, to breathe that energy in. I'm going to try and breathe out any negativity, anything that doesn't go with the energy of my positive rock here. And just do that a couple more times. Breathing in that kindness, that compassion, and letting go of, shaking off anything that's not serving me. Again, thinking about why you chose this specific word, what it's going to do for you when you take your mindfulness break, how it makes you feel to breathe out that negativity and breathe in that calm or kindness or joy, whatever it might be that's on your rock. When you're ready, you can go ahead and gently open your eyes. Look down at your rock. Remind yourself one last time of that word. And you can go ahead and place your rock somewhere where you can reach it easily or where it's a visible reminder for you, like we talked about earlier. So that's just one example of a way to use your rock to combine it with some relaxation techniques. But you can use these however you'd like. You can make as many of them as you would like so that you could have a whole rock garden to choose from potentially. So the day you need breathe, it's there for you. But the day you would rather have kindness or joy or love, those rocks are there for you too. So I hope that you enjoyed this activity. Maybe your rock is dry and ready for another layer of creativity or paint by now. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to message or to comment below. I really appreciate, again, Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation for having me here today. And if you enjoyed this, please feel free to watch Cate's Corner, which is a little weekly thing we do over at Cancer Support Community Los Angeles. And that is on our Facebook page and our Instagram page too. So follow us here at Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation West, and follow us over there at Cancer Support Los Angeles for lots more crafts and even some stories. Again, thank you for having me, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend and that this was enjoyable for you. Bye-bye.